Welcome back. I just thought I'd show you the board that I used in the last video. This is one of the kind of boards I throw together when I'm playing with the esp8266-F. Right, as you can see, it's a prototype board, and all it has is, find a pointer, there's two switches. That's on GPIO 0, that's on the reset. I added a little 100 nanofarad decoupling, and on here you'll just see that there is a wire down to here, and it has an output loop that I can attach things to. The header has 5 volts. Oh no, sorry, correction, this one I haven't done that. This one has ground, it's receive, transmit 3.3 volts, and on this side you have a loop of tin copper wire for ground, a loop of tin copper wire for 5 volts, and then there's a small linear 5 volt to 3.3 volt regulator which runs this. Sometimes I put an extra pin this end and run it over to here. So if my RS232 device can power it, I can plug it into the 5 volts there. But normally I just use the 3 volts from the serial board that I use. Generic serial board. It's got the standard, I can't remember what the chip is. Can we get the light to reflect on it? CH340. I do this because on my normal boards there's no need to have USB connectivity, so just use plugs. Well, I hope AI Thinker don't mind me showing the circuit off of the copyrighted datasheet, copyrighted 2018. So it's publicly available on the internet, so I hope they don't mind me just showing it. And all I wanted to highlight was that internal to the module is a 12K and a pull-up and a 1 microfarad capacitor to ground on the external reset, the esp8266. Also that the chip enable directly out to the chip enable pin. Also that the reset line is also connected to the outside world to pin they call reset via a 470 ohm resistor. So that's going to affect the release timing. Well, not the release timing, but the pull down timing, as that is your path to discharge the capacitor. And the pins that are marked as not to be used are effectively the pins on the memory chip. They come off of the ESP82 onto the memory chip, but they also take them out to the bottom of the module. So you really can't use them because if you do, you'll just break the memory communication. This one here shown is my current sort of throw together ESP8266 prototype board. It just has the prerequisite resistors to pull reset high, pull enable high, so the chip will run. It has the GPIO 0, GPIO 2 pulled high, and GPIO 15 pulled low, and the little switch connecting to the GPIO 0. So all I do is I press reset, press the prog button, let go of the reset, let go of the prog button, and that leaves it in program mode, and then I program it. And then once I've programmed it, I just press the reset button to make it run. And as you can see, this is just a simple one with just one output connected and just the power of the LEDs when I'm playing with the WS2812B LEDs. So I'll knock these up just as quick demo boards. Again, these are the pins at the bottom of the connector, bottom of the little board. Can't be used because they connect internally to the memory chip, and if you touch anything to them, the memory chip will stop working and it'll just crash. And then we've got a simple little regulator just so that I can run it off 5 volts if I want to, but most of the time I power it via the 3.3 and the regulator doesn't seem to care that it's being backfed. And basically that's the little circuit that I use the most. This is an interesting bit taken from one of the ESP8266 documents from Espressif, is that they recommend using chip enable instead of the external reset to reset the chip, which is a bit strange, and I haven't tried that yet. So maybe I shall move the switch over at some point and see if I can find what effects are different if you reset it via the reset pin or chip enable. Because it just says that if you hold chip enable low, it's in its off mode. But who knows? Be interesting maybe to see what it does. If you like what you see and you want to see more, click on the subscribe button, click on the bell for notifications, and I'll catch you on the next one.